This is Record Royale, where we throw two albums into the ring with one another and see which one comes out on top. How are we doing? How are my boys doing?
Oh, great.
Don't sound too enthusiastic, man.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah, we're pretty good though. Another ep 73, and this week we are joined by the boys from Snark, Pat, Stefan. How you doing? Thanks for coming on the show, lads.
What's up?
Thanks, guys.
Not much is up.
Good to be here.
Yeah, it bloody is. It is. The weather's actually gone a bit shit now that we're back. It's like nearly October, and it still feels like a bit wintry. Who knows?
It snowed in Orange like last week.
Did it?
You're kidding.
Yep.
Is that
How stupid is that?
Wow.
Is that normal for Orange this time of the year?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Did it snow?
It just snows whenever it wants. Every old person from Orange. Sorry, guys, I'm from Orange. Hence my knowledge on the area. Yeah. Every old person from there ever always goes, yeah, it snowed on Christmas Day once.
No,
and I don't know when. None of them can tell you the day, but they all have share. I honestly think they're all just lying together.
A
It's
local
like one generation.
Yeah,
It's more impressive than, hey, it snowed in September. Like,
Yeah.
A local
the white
legend,
Christmas.
local legend of Orange.
Christmas is it's pushing it.
Did it snow
Anyway.
much when you were growing up there?
Yeah. In winter, it snows a fair bit. Not like it's not really enough to have fun. It's just like enough to be
snow
really
angels.
annoying, and all the roads close, and even
Everything
though
wet and soggy.
it snowed there every year, it's just a town very unprepared every single year.
Yeah.
It's not like those American towns where they know what they're doing. Every time it happens, everyone's like, oh well, everything's closed.
Shut it down, boys.
Everything's shut down. Shut the town down.
So there's no Mr. Plow. No Mr.
There's no
Plow
Mr.
getting
Plow.
around. Yeah, right.
No,
that
just
needs to happen.
Car accidents.
Brad, any backgammon updates? Are you off the bottom of the table?
Yeah, I'm second seed now.
Nice. Well
I
done.
beat
Nice
Burke
work, mate.
yesterday, so yeah.
How many-
Pat
how many-
and Stefan, yeah. Bit of, if do you know your backgammon at all?
Is that,
Do you
is
like
it like checkers
backgammon?
or something? I
That's
haven't played it before, no.
It's like chess, but easier.
It's bringing it
Yeah.
back.
All right, it sounds like my alley. Sounds
Yeah.
like something I can get into.
Yeah, so just there's a bit of my roommates and I have a big thing going on right now. So, and I'm climbing up the scoreboard. So
Well done.
you've got to root for me. I need your help.
Yeah, well, let us know when you hit that number one.
I will.
Hit
I
that
will.
number one
You
spot.
guys should
Thanks,
build
guys.
towards a grand final or something.
I think we will. I think we just said like winner at the end of the year, lose that supply case of beers or something.
High stakes. That's good.
Yeah,
That is high stakes.
something like that.
Speaking of which, me and Brad, we just joined NBA Fantasy little comp.
yeah.
Is it $25 or $50 buy-in?
Oh, I hope it's not 50.
I hope it's 25. Yeah, I'm not. I don't want to be chucking $50 when I'm probably
I
gonna
I
lose.
don't really understand how fantasy works.
Well, I've never done it before, but I think I have a reasonable understanding. You pick a team, and then those players get points based off how they play, and then whoever has like the team of players who got accumulated the most points wins.
I think the key part as well is that you're really enthusiastic about it for like 2 weeks, and then you completely forget
yeah.
that you've done it.
Yeah, and the thing,
An important factor, yeah.
yeah,
I'll
and
be
this
chucking
is an NBA fantasy league, so they play every every day actually,
day.
every day.
Yeah.
So
That's going to be very difficult.
So you got to
Yeah.
get your team ready by like 6 a.m.
Brad,
It's pretty good.
I cannot see you being organised enough.
Hey, I've done it once before, and that exactly happened. So hopefully, I'm looking to go like 3 weeks at least.
Yeah.
This time. Maybe
Yeah.
4.
Break the record.
Yeah.
That's it. Build up to a full season, like
Yeah.
baby steps.
yeah,
exactly.
I'm pretty keen though. It should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it should be fun.
So Pat and Stefan, you guys relatively recently, back in July, released Pressure, which is a fucking dope song, by the way.
Great track.
Thanks so
So
much.
sick.
So sick.
Yeah, thanks.
Had Triple J premiere and pretty dope music video as well. How's the release felt, even though you haven't been able to really play any shows for it?
Yeah, I mean, like, super exciting to have something, have it out in the world, and it gives you something to do. Like, we've been in lockdown the whole time, so it's almost been like a way for us to connect with the outside world and kind of prove that we still exist, which is great.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what all the bands who've been coming on have been saying, like, they put out a song and then they have to, like, think of ways to stay, you know, active online. Like, how many different things can you do? So I guess you're pretty creative in that sense.
We find that really hard. We're like not social media wizards. We're cooking up like a tech deck challenge.
Oh, hell yeah.
nice.
Can I get in on that?
You absolutely can. Fuck yeah.
Yes. What do you mean? What do you mean by tech
I back
deck
myself
challenge?
as a fingerboarder.
Well, I mean, like, so that's kind of where the idea's fallen apart. It's like the fantasy league of social media ideas. We're like, this is gonna be dope, but we don't know how it's gonna work.
Yeah. Hey, all you need.
Problem is none of us are any good at tech decks either. Is the problem. We had the high hopes, but
Well, it's so good when I was a kid, and I don't know where it's all gone. I can't use my hands anymore.
You could do like a Instagram live story or whatever it is, and then like join. So two of you join, then play a game of horse on the tech decks.
Yeah.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. There's hey, I'm full of them. Next time I'll invoice you for those ideas.
That one's free.
Hey, so was Pressure and your last EP like co-written or produced by Darren from Kiss Chasey? Did I read that correct?
Yeah, you read that correct. We've got a weird relationship with him that goes back to the single before our EP.
Right.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Like working with him?
The way it happened was super funny because we released a song on you did the standard Triple J Unearthed, kind of chuck it up there and hope something happens. Got like a bit of traction from our mates, which helped it onto those Triple J charts.
Classic.
And then we copped this email that goes straight to spam, like the automatic filter. And I'm just combing through there one day, and it's Darren Cordo. I'm like, oh, that name sounds vaguely familiar. Maybe they've tried to scam me before. But I crack it open, and it's like, oh, hey, this is Darren. You might know me from Kiss Chasey. I'm like, oh my god, Kiss Chasey. And and he was just like, oh, like I heard your song. I found it on Unearthed, and thought it was pretty rad. Like, would be keen to work together. And even at that point, we're all still we're still convinced it's a scam, and we're gonna just be wiring money through to like Nigeria or something.
Name 3 Keith Chasey songs.
And then
mate.
Oh wait, you actually want me to name Kiss Chasey?
No. I was saying I should have said that in the email, just to make sure it's him.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, no,
Not a man from Nigeria trying to get all your money.
we genuinely didn't even have that level of foresight. We were just like, oh, we'll reply just in case it's legit.
Yeah.
We're open to like a moderate level of scamming. That's fine.
Even when he was producing us, we weren't quite sure it was him. It could have still been Nigerian, but
You never know.
it wasn't until we got in Skype, we're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
Playing the long game, you could be still in a scam and you don't know it.
That double album is
I
coming
was
up.
like scammer or not? That's actually a good that's a good.
It's
good
a
tip.
good work.
It's good songwriting tip. So we'll take it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Patty said, we jumped on once we jumped on a Skype call with him. It's like he's pretty distinctive sounding guy, and obviously you see him as well, and it's like, oh, this is legit. That was crazy.
That is so sick. What? So, did he produce all of your stuff since then, or is it like writing the songs with you? And is it just over Skype?
Yeah. So, well, actually, we got lucky with timing with the EP because he was actually in Melbourne for a bit. So we jumped into like rehearsal rooms and just jammed out with him because we had everything pretty much written, but once we were able to kind of bounce the ideas off him, they evolved and sections get tweaked and stuff.
Yeah,
he was really good at trimming the fat. I think as a band, when we're writing by ourselves, sometimes we tend to go off on weird tangents, and he was really good at
for sure.
getting us to focus.
I'm sure the man's full of hooks. I mean, Kiss Chasey songs, nothing but hooks.
Yeah, no, he's a hook factory. It's good.
Oh, that's awesome. That is so sick. Do you reckon you'll continue working with him? Like, have you planned anything for the future with him?
Yeah, so we've got like another single coming out hopefully before the end of the year that we did with him as well, and then recorded in the same sessions that we did Pressure. Yeah, I mean, the relationship works well. I think he speaks the same language as us when it comes to music. I think we've tried to work with other people sometimes and things get lost in translation, but I speak fluent Daz now, so we're good to go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so mad that you have that relationship with him. So the 2 albums we're doing, Slowly Slowly, St. Leonards, and Tiny Little Houses, Idiot Proverbs. 2 Aussie albums. Said before, don't think we've done like 2 Australian albums on the same episode in a while. So it's pretty fun. Are these 2 like big influences on your writing, or just a couple of Melbourne Aus rock albums that you dig?
Well, I know like slowly are like a huge influence in terms of our writing, or like my writing, when I'm doing stuff. You know, I think Pat would be influenced by different things from me, but like that's kind of how bands work, right? But slowly for me, for sure. And I think Pat's a huge Tiny Little Houses fan, right?
I do like them. Yeah, they're great. Especially this album. I really like this album.
This album actually always takes me back to Patty and I used to live together, and we had this garage area where we'd chill out, have some drinks, and had the couches that we'd stolen from Hard Rubbish and whatnot.
Yeah.
And this was one of the albums that we pounded in there, so it takes me way back.
Yeah.
Being both Melbourne bands, have you seen them live once or more?
I haven't seen Tiny Little Houses. I had a show booked, and then COVID pushed it back. It's still getting pushed back. I don't know when it is at this point, but
seems like a regular occurrence at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to see him.
Yeah,
I'm going to see him. But
and did you come with me to see Slowly or not?
No, that wasn't me.
Disappointing. But yeah, no, I've seen them a couple of times. No,
I think I have seen Slowly at the festival. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I've seen Slowly.
I don't think I've seen them before. Have you, Adam or Brad?
I think so.
I don't think I have seen. I definitely haven't seen Tiny Little Houses.
The one year I went.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I would love to see Tiny Little Houses. Almost said Tiny Moving Parts.
Tiny, yeah.
That might happen a few times. Might happen a few times with that.
Yeah, mad.
So,
All right, let's smash through the little facts of these 2. So slowly. We covered Race Car Blues against Don't Let Go by Dear Seattle on episode 30 with our boy Nathan Wong. So that was like a year ago now, but that one was pretty cool. I think this one's better. So this one formed in 2015. They formed in 2015 in Melbourne. Ben Stewart, vocalist, guitarist, Patrick Murphy on the drums, Albert Doan on the guitar, and Alex Quayle on the bass. St. Leonards was their second studio album, released on the 11th of May 2018 by Unified. This was their first release with Unified, which is like notoriously a heavy music label. But, I mean, they don't completely not fit the label. I mean, it's still pretty like emo record. So they put out stuff by like Ocean Grove, Yours Truly, Tonight Alive, and a bunch more Australian bands. Produced by the band's bassist, Alex Quayle, which is sick, I reckon. He produced pretty much all their other stuff as well. I couldn't find if he's done like any other Australian bands, but I'm sure he has. 3 singles, Aliens, Alchemy, and 10 Leaf Clover, and this one peaked at 77 here in Australia. All right, Tiny Little Houses, formed in Melbourne in 2014. Caleb, I can't pronounce his last name, Carbonutus. God, I suck. On the vocals, guitar, Sean Mullins on the guitar, Al Yaman on the bass, and Clancy Bond on the drums. Idiot Proverbs was their debut studio album, released on January 12th, 2018 by Ivy Lee Records. They've put out stuff from Rolling Blackouts, Coastal Fever, Bad Dreams, The Rubens. Produced by Stephen Scram. He's worked with I Know Leopard, San Cisco, Wolves, Adam and Brad. Remember Wolves from Lennox Head?
Oh,
Play that show with it, Lennox Head, which was in winter. Yeah, it was so fun, but
weird one.
So shout out to the boys and Wolves. 3 singles, Garbage Bin, Entitled Generation, and Short Hair, all like at the top of the album as well. Peaked at 39 in Australia, which is pretty sick, and they have a new album coming out in November. Cool. Have you guys listened to the new singles?
Yeah, they're great.
I have.
Yeah.
Did you see all their Facebook posts like over the last year?
They're like a meme. It's just
They're
like a meme
I
page.
don't know what's going
It's
on.
super
Like.
crazy as well because it's always at like the weirdest time at night, and they're like,
it'd be
just
like 3
rambling.
in the morning and be like, we're never getting back together. Just something really dramatic, and then in the comments be like, just joking. Something just
That would have been. I saw that after I'd already sorted my 2 truths and a lie, but that would have been good. Like, did they write
so
their status or not? Yeah, that'd have been good.
only on Facebook as well. It's hilarious.
Yeah, Instagram.
I really love the
Instagram
Facebook
looks like
status.
Yeah, I like it, but
Bring him back.
they're good.
Yeah, bring him back.
Hey, they do well. They do well for the algorithm. The statuses. All right, let's smash through the elements of these 2. This slowly album's way different to Race Car Blues, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of early Australian rock, or like kind of like late 2000s emo
Reminds me of
rock.
Are you guys a fan of the band the Hotelier?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah.
Hotelier?
Yeah.
Hotelier?
I actually
The
don't
one,
know.
the
But-
album with
Heard a couple of
the house
songs,
on the front.
But yes,
Yeah.
I do listen
Yeah.
to them.
Just
Very
like
cool.
a legendary emo band from America. And yeah, I get a lot of vibes from that.
I can definitely see that.
Definitely
Yeah.
the closest like Australian thing I can hear to that, which is really cool.
That's interesting because I would have like compared them to the Getaway Plan a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, definitely.
Actually, I had written down, especially the Cold War, but there's a lot of like, the way some of the songs change between sections. It's actually reminded me of early Birds of Tokyo. If anyone's listened to like their first couple of albums,
Yeah, I can see that.
especially the Cold War, where it's got, I don't know if it has strings. I can't remember. Yes, it got strings. And just like the way it sways, and then it'll come in straight with an acoustic guitar. It's like that sounds exactly like Birds of Tokyo.
What was that one Birds of Tokyo song? Summon Bones?
Brittle Bones,
Broken Bones? or
Broken
something?
Bones. That's
Oh,
it.
Such a good song.
Their first album is so good. When we saw them support Muse at Ace Arena. We're like, they fucking rock. That was
They
so
rock.
good.
They rock the house down.
They
Did you
truly
see them
did.
play at AFL?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
AFL halftime show,
Yeah.
and they covered Silverchair. They played Straight Lines.
It's a lot of dad rock. In it.
Yeah. Wait, did you
It's
see?
like the epitome of dad rock. That's
Yeah. Did you
rock
see?
though. That's what the dads want. It's mostly dads
What the
watching. So
Well, I was going to say the NRL grand final, or when this comes out, it'll win yesterday. So let's just imagine it sucked, because it probably will. Timmy Trumpet is the halftime show at the
see
NRL.
that.
Wow.
Yeah.
oh, it's the most NRL
Amazing.
thing ever.
Yeah. God.
Oh, that's so gross.
The mighty trumpets. The mighty
The mighty
trumpets brings out to the
It
floor.
really pains me.
Do
Anyway.
do either you guys support either of the teams that play in the AFL Grand Final?
Being from Melbourne,
Being
you're not
from-
I know,
AFL
betraying
lads?
my city, but no, I did not.
Okay.
I always feel like such a letdown saying, "Oh, hey, I'm not into that into footy." I'm a big soccer fan, you know.
At
Soccer
least
boys.
there's something. I'm glad there's nothing. I'm glad
Yeah,
there's
right.
not nothing.
Is it? Who do you follow? Premier League.
Yeah, Manchester United.
Decent.
It's
Decent.
been a tough start to the season. Oh, actually, no, it hasn't. Just like the last week sucked. I've been very sad the last week.
I can't really say I follow it, but at least you got Ronaldo on the team now, though. That must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Yeah, I fanboyed very hard when I
back.
found out.
Yeah, fucking hell, it's pretty sick. Wait, back to the albums real quick, if we don't mind. The production on the Slow the Slowly album nowhere near as clean as Race Car Blues, but I like it a lot.
It's way.
Yeah.
I reckon it's better
Same.
for that reason.
It
Way more raw.
I think it just suits the Oh no, dog's going crazy. Sorry guys. What was I gonna say?
suits the
Yeah, it just suits because his lyrics are so emotional as
yeah.
well. I think it suits the harsher production, rather than just the poppier stuff. It just makes it feel like it hits more. I
Definitely.
think.
This whole album so much more emo than what I remembered, and it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the going from dinosaurs into extinction. That was sick.
So fat.
Yeah, such a nice little intro. And I completely forgot about it. I had both of these records on vinyl like 3 years ago, and I sold them both because I was like, I'm just never listening to them. And now when I listened to them this week, I was like, oh, shouldn't have sold them. I reckon. So
Yeah, I've got Satan Letters.
yeah, they're pretty good.
So
Like
good.
Great
it's
album.
super emo. It kind of reminds me of early Jimmy Eat World a lot. And then,
Yeah.
but so does Tiny Little Houses. Reminds me of like late '90s Weezer. Once again, bring out Weezer.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
was gonna say big Weezer
A
vibes.
lot, especially on
Yeah.
short hair. Actually, just like the whole album, but especially short hair, and also Wheatus. Like
Yeah.
the guitars sound like that kind of era of rock. I don't know if anyone else
got to-
heard that.
Yeah, definitely. The Tiny Little Houses album, we always talk about this, but it has got to have some hard hitters up front.
Oh yeah, like a really
That's
strong
Like
start.
super hard hitters.
Yeah, that first album, the first half of the album was really stacked for sure.
Well, the first three songs were the singles, so which we spoke about a few weeks ago with the guys from Between You and Me. Whether like I don't know, Pat and Stefan, do you like when albums have the singles at the front, like the first few songs, or are you more like you like it a bit spaced out?
Yeah, I feel like
I like
I
it spaced
think-
out.
I like them spaced out
Yeah.
as well. I feel like otherwise it I don't know, it kind of loses that album impact. You know, you're like, oh, I've already heard these. You're almost tempted to skip through them on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how I kind of felt with this one. Not that I did skip through them because it's only a 10-song album, but knowing that the best songs are at the front kind of made it the back half drag on. I mean, the back half's still really good.
I agree. Yeah, it was the first half of this album many times, but the full album through it's just like much less than I've listened to. Like just that first half, so good.
Bit top heavy, you know.
Yeah,
it is big time. The Slowly one, most of the singles like in the middle of the album, but I think it still runs pretty well. The back's a lot more, back half's a lot more relaxed, I think, kind of songs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like a lot of the songs on there, but I think like the last 3 songs on the Slowly album, maybe just because I haven't had as much time with it, didn't. Like,
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't
as
remember
much as the
them,
rest of the album
at all.
Yeah, I remember Smile Lines. I really like.
Yeah,
but then the 3 after it.
There's
I think
4
it's 3.
after that one.
Yeah, 4 after. Yeah, just kind of not that it's just doesn't reach like another big peaks again.
That's true.
Because Smile Lines has a lot.
It's
of
tough
big
as well because I
peaks.
feel like Smile Lines is like one of the hardest, like punchiest songs on that album as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I wish that they ended with
Yeah.
that. It would have been a really good
cool.
closer.
Yeah, I very much
to
agree.
me.
Pat and Stefan, did you guys have any other albums that you were thinking about comparing? Because these two go pretty well together. Was it like your intention to do 2 Australian albums?
I think we wanted somewhere where it would be like even ground and stuff that we were kind of like personally invested in. So they seemed like good choices. I think there were some other ones we were tossing up.
Yeah, we had some, but they didn't quite match that well. It was Violet Soho at Ballpark Music.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that. I was like, oh, fuck, I don't know if they're going to work. However, though, coincidentally, 2 Brisbane bands, and now we're doing 2 Melbourne bands instead.
That was unintentional, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other one I really wanted to do was what's called like Blink's Untitled album versus American Idiot, but that been there.
We were legit.
Already been done.
Yeah,
We've
did
actually
that.
done that twice.
Oh, yeah.
Because we did our first ever episode that never aired.
Yeah, so we listened to that a lot.
We did that, and then we ended up doing it another time. Anyway, that's everyone's go-to, I think. It is a good matchup.
There's more Blink albums to be
Yeah.
done.
Two
Speaking of
absolute
which.
heavyweights, right? Makes sense.
I'm interested in seeing Enema and Untitled.
Yeah, well, I was just going
In
to
your
bring up the
poll.
Instagram polls. I mean, when this comes out, it
Yeah.
would have been decided. So thanks to everyone who voted for the winner. Don't know what it is right now. But,
I've
And,
Yeah,
if,
I
and
know,
if it's
I saw
not
that.
Untitled, you're wrong.
yeah, well, I
I was going to say, who's the dickhead who voted 9?
it was Brad. Yeah, it was Brad.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it right now, the semi-final matchup. Oh, it's going to be Enema and Untitled, simply. I actually am a take off your pants and jacket guy. I would have voted that to win the whole thing. But whatever. Whatever, guys. Whatever.
No
Yeah.
rigging.
Brad, what did you think of the Tiny Little Houses album? This kind of seems like it would be your jam.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought I was a big fan. I love how I love his vocal register. He can go anywhere with his voice, and it does it on the first couple lines of Garbage Bin, where he just gets that. He's like, it gets really, really high. It's like it blows. I remember me and Joey always talk about this, how crazy he just gets up and gets real high. I forget what he says. It's I can't remember, but
He does on short hair, he does like a sweep. He's like,
yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I remember when the first time I heard that, I was like, whoa,
Go off.
that went
Yeah.
way higher than I
Yeah.
expected.
Imagine having a vocal range,
yeah.
man. That's wild.
I know.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. He's I thought that was a highlight for me. He's his sound, I think, which is something that I don't know why I don't like the slowly guys sing voice. There's something about it, and I don't know why.
I like it a lot more on this album. I think it's...
Yeah, I
maybe
like it.
maybe that's it. There's the song, one of the newer songs. I think it's Level
Oh,
on a Level.
The Level, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that song's kind of tainted the rest of the discography. I don't know, but
I like it. I wasn't as massive about it when it was like, I don't know, as clean as it was on the newer album.
maybe that's it for me.
I like
Yeah,
it on this album, definitely.
That's true.
But the guy from Tiny Little
So
Houses.
sick.
Got
So
a really
unique.
distinctive voice as well,
Nice.
right? It's like
Yeah, it's so unique.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Super distinctive.
And he doesn't stay in the higher register all the time, so it always catches you by
Yeah.
surprise. Like,
You can
he
go-
moves around a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
The whole
nuts.
album, yeah,
So
it
good.
doesn't the whole album kind of feels like a bit tongue in cheek. Like even how he sings a little bit, and the lyrics.
Oh, it's super
Yeah.
playful.
Yeah, for sure. Even what he talks about and
Ah.
stuff.
Yeah, and the lyrics are like very self-conscious, like an Untitled Generation as well. Like it's super. Yeah,
Oh, I love
Yeah,
that.
so
So
good.
I think the lyrics on that speak to anyone under, 30 or even
Yeah.
above.
For sure.
Being told by old people that you don't have it as hard. But anyway,
Exactly. right.
absolutely. Shall we get into the segments?
Yeah, let's do it.
Us.
let's do it.
Alrighty, kicking it off with Get Inked.
Get inked.
Right, we're making tattoo designs from these albums. I'm going to go first this week. I never go first. So I'm going to go first because mine suck. I'm going to get them over and done with. All right, so from Slowly,
I'm terrible too.
the song Dinosaurs. Just the line, I think it's in like the first verse or second verse, dinner, movie, bed. So speaking of Blink, I've done this because Blink-182 have been in my head this week. The Take Off Your Pants and Jacket album cover, how it has like the 3 coloured circles with like the pants, the plane, the pants, the jacket. So I'm just thinking those coloured circles as a tat, but it's like a meal for dinner and then a DVD for a movie and then just like a bed in the 3 circles.
Dope.
Yeah. So a bit of a slowly Blink crossover if anyone's out there chasing that.
Nice.
And then for Tiny Little Houses, I just said time moving as well. From Garbage Bin. So the 2 openers I took these from. Yep. So it's Oscar the Grouch type looking bin. Is this what you did? But I did like the face coming out isn't Oscar the Grouch. It's the dude on the album artwork.
Seems like Adam's done
Yeah.
the exact same.
So they might actually weren't that shit. I thought they were. Adam, what are yours?
That's pretty good.
I thought you were going to say exactly mine. Mine was Oscar the Grouch as well from the same song. But because the lines, I could keep swimming, but I want to give in, it was just Oscar the Grouch with like some swimming goggles on.
That's
That's
nice.
pretty nice.
And then my other one, this is the biggest cop out. I reckon you could guess it. Guess what my other one
It's not a
for
10-leaf
Slowly
clover,
is.
is it?
I thought of it, and then I was like, it's the cop out, but that is like a real tattoo.
And
So
you assume that exists.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that would
Yeah,
exist.
if
So
there's any
there you
slowly
go.
fans with that tat, hit us up.
they're all listening and going, I didn't know this.
God
damn
damn.
Bradley, what are yours?
Mine is my slowly one is also from Dinosaurs, and it's also the same lyric, dinner, movie, bed. I just had like a little crude like stick and poke of just a guy in bed with like a microwave meal watching a little movie.
Nice.
Just like a nice crude like little
That's
drawing.
quaint.
And for Tiny Little Houses from Drag Me, the problem with me is I'm always a big smish in a big fish in a small stale pond. I just felt like a little, once again, heaps crude drawing of like a fish with some stink lines coming out of it, and maybe that's about it. With some like X's over its eyes. Just like something like super small that could live on your even like your big toe or something.
Yeah. All right.
Big toe
It's
fish.
a, it's a
nice.
sweet spot for tats.
Yeah. Stefan, what are your tattoos?
It's crazy how much crossover there is with the song choices, but I did for Tiny Little Houses I did Garbage Bin as well. And the idea I had for that was like, there's like a little like lake, and then just floating along it there's a garbage bin just leaving like this little trail of like rubbish and this little stink lines.
That's nice.
That's it.
That
Yeah, that's
resonated with me, I'd get that because I'd feel like I'm a trash person, so
Yeah. Exactly right.
so that was hard relate for me. And then I did Dinosaurs as well for Slowly. And I thought, I don't know if it was like, if the song to me like seems like a big comment on like, society, so I went with the line like, I don't want to live with dinosaurs. And I've got like this like fossil of like a human kind of like lying there. And then there's these dinosaurs in suits just kind of walking around with briefcases like,
Oh,
That's sick.
that's so good.
That is really
Nice,
cool.
that's
Tat of the
good.
day.
That could be a short animation film.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice. Pat, what were yours?
All right. Well, you guys have a lot more depth than I did. I took this a little literally.
Oh, that's good.
So for slowly, big dinosaurs. I was trying to think of like what's a slow dinosaur. So you got the Brachiosaurus. I think it's quite slow, but it's got the long stride. So in the end, I opted for the Triceratops from Jurassic Park, the one that's sick, they can't move, and it's slow. That's as slow as they come.
Yes.
I love how literal that is. That's sick.
So
That would actually,
my road to slowly would be sick Triceratops.
that would actually be kind of nice.
Oh, I like
little
that.
a little dinosaur and just says slowly underneath. It works.
And then just tiny little houses. I always have like, a real sort of estate, just a series of houses. It's bin night, the garbage bin out the front. But all the houses, obviously, really small, normal size bins. And then you'd need maybe a dog or a jogger just for scale. Somewhere in there,
So
just
like
for scale. So the houses are tiny.
So the bin is like the size of the house.
That's good. Like the joggers are important because otherwise you'd be like, oh man, what's this tattoo about a giant bin?
Yeah.
There's just some houses and bins.
It's tiny. Yes.
There's giant people.
That is a very literal
like
tattoo.
it.
Yeah. I
Nice.
don't think anyone's ever done that before, but I like that
I
approach.
might do it next week.
That's really good.
See how we go.
Merging
Nice.
them.
There's some good
Great.
ones sprinkled in there. All right, let's pick our favorite songs. We're doing the ad. All right, one song from each album. We're going to reverse the order. Pat, what's your favorite song from each?
So slowly, 10 Leaf Clover. It's the most popular one from the album, I feel like, and it's just a good one. Good bop.
It is good. So good.
From Tiny Little Houses, it's tricky. I feel like Garbage Bin is really good. Like, I think that song just kind of spoke to me so much when I first heard it. I was like, wow, like, it's 25. I was like, this song, it just gets me. But I feel like it's the obvious choice. It's something like, even like Team Player. I don't know what it is about that song, but just the way he sings, his lyrics in it, and just the way it's just like, it feels so honest and like self-deprecating. Like, yeah, he just I feel like it's really honest. I really like honest lyrics, and
Yeah,
lyrics are really important to me. So I feel like that one's really good.
the whole
Just the
album.
kind of flow of the melody and stuff.
Yeah, the whole album's
Yeah.
super honest. It's very good. Stefan, what are your two favorites?
Yeah, I think for Tiny Little Houses, I'd have to go with Entitled Generation. I think like I love obviously like the message of it, and I love how it's delivered with like that. It is kind of like tongue in cheek, like you feel like you're kind of in on a joke with it, which I guess kind of is how the whole album is. But yeah, and it's filled with hooks. I think like that back end of the album maybe that slips a little bit with the hooks, but that one's just it's that perfect point between being like, having a good message and having stuff that'll get stuck in your head. So, and then for slowly, I've got to go 10 Leaf Clover as well, because I think it's a nice little package that just kind of wraps up everything I love about that band. I think Ben's voice is killer in that one, and his lyricism is really like, I feel like he's really poetic with the way that he writes, and it kind of like that song's a really good example of that. Like I froth those lyrics, and then there's that section, I think it's like the bridge with that like lead guitar that Albert plays in there when it's all stripped back. So beautiful.
So good.
That song would fit very well on Race Car Blues as well. I think that one kind of leads well into that album. Brad, what are yours?
All right, so I'll take Short Hair from Tiny Little Houses. That hook is like been stuck in my head all week. Super Weezer, like Adam said. Definitely a highlight for me. And I'm gonna go Alchemy off the Slow album. I love that guitar lead, that little like kind of Midwesty sort of guitar little lead that it plays, and also love the chorus in that one as well.
Yeah.
Making Gold, so good.
Good. Yeah, man. Adam, what are yours?
I was going to say Short Hair as well. No one said Garbage Bin though, right? Is that correct? I'll go with Garbage Bin then. So that's my second favorite. But again, just another big massive single. It's very, very catchy. Yeah, love it. I do think it kind of does drop off a little bit towards the end of the album, but those first like 4 tracks is so good. And then for Slowly, I'll go Extinction, I think. Has anyone said Extinction?
No.
I always forget. I always accidentally say something that someone else has already said. Yeah, it's just I feel like Dinosaurs really like builds into it, and then Extinction, it's quite repetitive. Like probably most out of all the tracks on the album, it's just kind of like 2 sections. But I really like that it's just like pure emotion without too much dicking around. It's really good.
Yeah, and it works so well coming out of Dinosaurs as well.
Yeah, it's so good. It's a really good build-up.
Yeah, so I was going to say Short Hair, and then I probably would have said Team Player, and I probably would have said Entitled Generation and Garbage Bin. I'm going to go the 5th track, Everyone Is. That song sounds like a Tied Line song, which is like it's super crunchy and fat chorus. It's dope. And then I'm going to say The Cold War for Slowly. Like, I didn't think I would, but I am, because it's heaps good. And like I said it before, but the way it cuts between sections of the song is very interesting and nice, and it sounds like Birds of Tokyo. Everyone should go listen to early Birds of Tokyo. They're fucking great. Mad. Yeah, some pretty good songs off both albums. Coincidentally, though, we did pick the first 5 songs on Idiot Proverbs. So I didn't touch up the back half, side B, at all.
They've got one solid one at the second half. I think it's Drag Me.
Drag Me is the last one.
Yeah.
I had
That one is good. All right, we're going to do our Season 5 segment, Shark Tank.
It's a smash hit.
All right, lads. So myself, Brad and Adam, we're picking a song title from either album, and we're creating a business, which we're going to pitch to both of you. And then at the end, you're going to decide who you're going to give your imaginary investment to. Brad,
I have nothing real to invest, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we don't have a business. Brad, you can go first.
None of these are
All right. So just listen along to this one. It might get a bit confusing.
All right. It's a great start.
I'm going with
Write some notes.
I'm going with Alchemy. So Alchemy is a brilliant, shady company that will turn your useless crap into items of worth. How do you ask? Through alchemy. So you want a new lawnmower, but you've only got bricks and an old swing set lying around. I'll use my magical alchemy powers to repurpose that junk into a lawnmower that you were seeking. How do I do it, you ask? I actually just get all the scrap. I sell the bricks at the dump, sell the scrap metal, and I just go on wish.com and buy like the shittest little lawnmower that you want. Yeah. So, and if you don't like it, I'll like blame it on my alchemy, 'cause it's still it's still pretty brilliant what I'm doing. It's just, yeah.
Wait, so do people know that you're just doing this?
No. They think it's like I'm like a magician, pretty much.
That's fraud.
Yeah, that's just a scam. That's a scam.
Well, yeah, I need a bit of money to start it up. So,
Far out.
but yeah, so if you want to
It's the
get in
first
on
scam
it,
we've had. At least. That's pretty cool.
alchemy. I got magic powers.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good.
Jeez, guys.
Well done. That's heaps funny. Adam, what's yours?
Mine, I'm just reading now, and I did not put much thought into it, but it's just called Short Hair. It's just thinking, because my hair is really long at the moment.
Yeah, same.
Longer than I like to have it, and there's no barbers. So I thought, really good idea would be like a pill so when you get your perfect haircut, right, you have the pill every day after that, and it just like halts all hair growth, just like freezes it. And that's all.
That's pretty good.
Just thought that could be good.
That would put all hairdressers out of
that.
business.
It put all hair, it would destroy the economy, but it would, like, you look pretty good.
Pretty sick.
But it also, I have warning, it might cause permanent baldness. I feel like that would probably be a side effect of it.
Yeah, you'd have to run
Anyway,
some tests on it.
that's mine.
That's pretty good.
Short hair.
So
Very good.
mine is doesn't go anywhere. So mine's called Nowhere SA, so Nowhere, South Australia, I'm assuming. So mine is a legit, so you can invest to invest. So it's a legit investment opportunity. I'm looking for an investment from the Sharks to kickstart my investment business. So I have just bought the town of Nowhere, South Australia. I'm not sure if it actually exists or not, but it does now, which is currently just dust and dirt. But after a strong marketing campaign, I'll be offering everyone to invest in Nowhere, South Australia, so my company can begin building the town. So once the structures are there, I'll be putting the establishments up for sale for a higher price, and then all the investments make their money. However, investors are only allowed to access their profit after they get 3 friends to sign up. So it's a pyramid scheme. So I've created a pyramid scheme, which is actually a town, and like, I don't know, if you invest, you can like get a building named after you or some shit.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So the more
Get a bubbler
investors,
named after
There's a
you.
lot of shifty shit going
I was
on.
trying to like, it'll probably end up being like a Ponzi scheme. So like the investments that come in are then like given to the original investments, and I just keep like all the money from the sale. So yeah, you can invest to give me money essentially, and you won't get much in return. You might get like a little profit. So that's Nowhere, South Australia.
I like it.
So
You got to pick which one you want
All right,
to do.
yeah. So you guys can pick.
You don't have very good choices.
No, they're pretty shit this week. You can
Really bad.
You don't have to pick the same, so you can decide.
I like
who
that
you're
some of them
going with.
vary between like high risk, high reward, and some of them are just like high risk, moderate to no reward.
alchemy.
Alchemy.
I know
Yeah,
which
so
one
what
I'm
are
going
you
with.
thinking?
But do you want to go first, Patty?
Hey, you go first.
Cool. All right. I'm sinking my life savings into alchemy. It's genius.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I like alchemy. I like the use of wish. You know, it's a good website.
My favorite part is that you'll
telling
like you'll you bring them the shit, and like it could take like 2 or 3 months. Like you have no idea
Yeah.
when the stuff's gonna rock up.
That's what I mean. I got so much time on my hands because I'm literally doing alchemy.
It's magic. Yeah.
Yeah. That shit takes time.
Yeah, they're not going to ask any questions.
No. I'll just go away and come back with what they want, and that's it.
That's really good.
Look, that's a pretty good one. And Adam, the pill, that'll be great. You know, I question the science behind it, but you got my money.
I don't know. Something to do with like steroids or something. I don't know. Something bad.
Enough said. You've got my
I
money.
had written down it's
Please
very
stop.
dangerous.
I heard that he actually tested it on Nicki Minaj's friend's cousin, and hence the giant
Yeah,
balls
yeah.
that he had.
And it was fine.
Wait,
It's all fine.
So Stefan's gone Brad. Pat, you've gone Adam.
I'm going Adam.
I'm the tiebreaker. I'm going alchemy.
Yeah.
It's
It's
it
genius.
aligns well with my Nowhere, South Australia business.
You're the scam.
Illegal.
Yeah, a couple of scammers. Yeah, fraudulent.
It's good as well because, like, for
Fraudulent
our band,
business opportunity.
trusting scams has always worked out really well. So it was the natural choice to go.
Take it
Yeah,
from these guys.
that's
tie it
Good
back.
tie-in.
That's very good.
Great stuff.
Yes.
Well done, Bradley.
you.
Alchemy. Guess
Somehow gets the dub.
that's low key. That's low key the funniest one anyone's done so far.
Thank you.
All right, we got one more segment to pump through. We're doing 2 truths and a lie. All right, I'm up this week, and I've thrown it back to a classic 2 truths and a lie style. So Pat and Stefan, I'm saying 3 statements. They're all about slowly, and you all have to tell me which one's the lie out of these 3. So you're picking the fake slowly lyric. So I have written one of these lyrics. 2 of them are actual lyrics from tracks that aren't on this album though. They're on different albums. All right. Number 1. You 2 will probably get this, Pat and Stefan, depending on how well you know your slowly, but I don't think Brad and Adam will. All right, number 1. You got a good face for radio. Hear the howling winds in the comment section. I lined up the dominoes. I watched them fall in the right direction. Number 2. Thank you for the idea. I need a light bulb. Illuminate the bullshit you sold. I can see your thumb out. I got some wheels now. You should see me smiling when I burn out. Number 3. I can feel the hairs on your arms stand up. It's something that I look for when you don't shut up. You left me on the sidewalk to fend for myself. Thanks for that feeling. I'll put your trophy on my bedroom shelf. All right, which one's the lie? Which lyric did I write myself?
All of them are pretty
Definitely-
good. So good work.
The first one's real.
I think the first one's real. I've heard that
Yeah.
before.
I thought I was kind of scared doing this because I thought you might have just heard the lyrics.
So,
I reckon maybe C, the third
yeah,
one.
three's the
No.
lie, I reckon.
Third one's a bit fishy. Bedroom shelf.
Maybe you don't have shelves in your bedroom? Is that where it falls down, Pete?
Who does that?
I've never seen a shelf in a bedroom at all.
That's good.
My shelves are strictly in the living room.
Who does that?
Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I just picked the shit as slowly.
Can we hear the third one again?
Yeah.
You want to hear
Can
the
you
third?
sing it?
No, because it'll give away what song it's from.
All right.
So I'm just going to read it. I can feel the hairs on your arms stand up. It's something that I look for when you don't shut up. You left me on the sidewalk to fend for myself. Thanks for that feeling. I'll put your trophy on my bedroom shelf.
So the first two lines didn't really make sense. Can I get that again?
Fucking hell. Also, I didn't say what album this is from, so it could be an early release maybe. I can feel the hairs on your arms stand up. It's something that I look for when you don't shut up.
Okay. So I thought you said it was on the other person's arm. So it was just like they're talking and then their hairs stand up.
They're cold.
So don't worry. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm going that one.
Yeah, I'm going to lock in. No, I'll lock in 2 for the spirit of competition.
I was going to say you're all going 3. Fuck.
No, I'll go 2.
All right.
Just to be the odd one out.
Pat and Stefan, you're going 3, aren't you?
I'm going 3.
All right. Adam, what are you going?
I'll go 2. For the spirit of
Oh,
competition.
all right. So number 2 was true. Adam, you were wrong. Thank you for the idea. I need a light bulb, etc. It's from Creature of Habit, Part 2. Number 1. Yeah, it's true as well. I made up number 3. Number 3 is not a lyric.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You nearly convinced me. You were selling it so well. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, it could be an early release. I'm like, oh.
I doubted myself, yeah.
When I wrote the first 2 lines, I was like, all right. And then wrote the second 2, and I was like, this is so shit. I wrote trophy on bedroom shelf this afternoon. I was like, that's not a lyric. Also, the first line was from Michelangelo on the Race Car Blues album. So, yeah, damn, didn't do too well this week. Trying to be smart with the lyrics. Couldn't do it. That's all good. Maybe next time. Always it's a few weeks away. All right, we're going to rate these albums out of 10. Out of 10 what, you may ask? For Slowly, out of 10 aliens?
10 leaf clovers. 10 leaf
Out of 10 leaf clovers. Yeah, it's nice and confusing. And then out of 10 short hairs? That's pretty
Garbage
shit.
bin?
Short hair youths.
Garbage bins? We'll just do garbage bins. All right. We're going to rate them out of 10. We're doing Slowly first, so we'll go around and then we'll come back. Brad, you're going to start again. What are you giving St. Leonard's out of 10?
Cool. So out of 10, I feel like it's going to get a nice, strong 7 from me. There's something, I don't know if it's the vocal delivery, there's something about Slowly that makes me not get into them as much as some people like Series or Smith Street. And there's no good reason because it hits so emotionally and it hits really hard sonically. And it's you can see, maybe it's jealousy because you can see how easy and how good they are at songwriting and how natural it comes to them with how they've pumped out so much music in this time as well. They've been around for a couple of years. And I love how unmistakably it's so vulnerable and it's gives you makes you shiver. I don't know. Yeah, it's beautiful, but there's something about it that doesn't take it to the next level for me. So I'm going to 7.
Alrighty. Adam?
I'm going to go an 8 on this one. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot more than the later album. I think it's a lot more emotional. There are, as I said before, there are just a couple songs at the end that I don't like. I don't know if it's just because I've only really listened within the last week and a bit, so they're just not clicking with me. But for the majority of the album, I thought it was really good, and I really like the difference in song structures and stuff. I think it was really interesting. Yeah.
Cool. I'm also going to go an 8. I think this album's really cool. It flows super well, and it's structured like a well thought out album, like Dinosaurs Into Extinction, and then the Cold War is like completely different to that, and the singles are kind of sprinkled around the album. So I really liked it, and the production's sick. It's a lot more raw, and it's super emo, and I love my emo music, so it's mad. Pat, what are you giving it out of 10?
I'm giving it 7 10-leaf clovers. I'm with Brad. I think, it sounds cool. It's like the emo thing, it's cool. But yeah, it's just something about his voice, I think, that I don't know. I just can't explain it. But yeah, I think it's just that. Everything else is great. It's just that small thing, which is, for me, keep it from the 8 or 9. But yeah.
Fair call. Stefan?
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 9. Because I'm a bit of a simp for Slowly, to be honest.
Oh, that's good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but just there's something super distinctive about the music. I think the sequencing on the album's great. Like you said, Will, just flows so well, and it's just quality all the way through.
Nice. All right, Bradley, kick it off. Idiot Proverbs out of 10. Garbage bins.
Ooh. I don't have a number right here right now. I was waiting for you guys to get a number so I could do it. I'm going to go... I can't say I like this more than the Slow album, but I don't think I like it less. And it's not a 6, that's for sure. I might have to split them down the middle. I love the playful but serious nature of this album. It's like, it's super tongue-in-cheek, and it's very relevant to how us young people think. It's a cool window into this dude. He's the way he thinks, I think. And sonically, it just it moves in different directions through each song as well. I really liked "Drag Me" and how it's like keeps moving along structurally, and it does that a few times on this album. So yeah, I'll go 7.
Sick. Adam?
Nice. I'm gonna go a 7 for 7 garbage bins. I think the couple of the songs on this, like on the first half, as we said before, it's very, very like top heavy. The first like 5 tracks or so are well and truly the best. And I think I actually like a few of those songs more than I like anything on the Slowly album. A couple of those really big tracks, but there is just a bit of a middle ground there that, it just isn't as distinctive. There's like specks of really great stuff, but I think it's just not as consistent as the Slowly album, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. I hate to just copy you both, but I'm also going to give it a 7. It feels like more of a singles kind of album, and then with the other 4 or 5 tracks on there. But it doesn't take itself seriously. I think they really understand and like get their listeners and fans, which is pretty sick. Because the lyrics are really relevant and mad. But I think maybe that if their next album's a bit more, whole and flows a bit better, it'll be a bit sick. But going to 7. Pat?
I'm going to give it 8 garbage bins. It's similar to Slowly, I feel like, rating-wise, but I don't know. I feel like when I heard this album, I was just at this point in my life where kind of like everything he was saying like just made sense to me. I was like, oh yeah, like this does suck. Like all this stuff sucks. But then I wonder if like we weren't the target group. Like we were like young men that we wouldn't resonate as much. Like I don't know, but like it's been said before as well, the first half is definitely stacked. It's got some real good songs in it. The second half, for being honest, I'd normally skip it. I would, I do listen through sometimes, but I think the first half's so good, but it's just, it's a single album, like I said. It's just full of singles. I really hope this next one, they kind of be more consistent, or at least spread the singles out. So
would have been a perfect EP.
Yeah, that's it. 100%.
Yeah.
As EP would be amazing.
Stefan, what are you giving it?
I find garbage bins like a funny measure as well, because I feel like the more garbage bins I give it, the worse it is, even though
Even more trash.
But yeah, no, I think I'd give it 7 garbage bins. I think like you guys just said, the joys of going last, right? Everyone said all the cool shit. But, I think like the highs are like really, really high. Like those singles slap.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just kind of, as a body of work, I don't think it's as strong as the Slowly album. But yeah, if in the day, I'm lucky they didn't do a Green Day and make a trilogy or anything like that. But it's like
A trilogy of shit.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah. You'd rather it be concise than 3 albums of nonsense, coked up nonsense.
Yeah, I wonder how Mr. Billy Joe's going. Didn't he? He had another Coke episode
I
recently.
think he relapsed.
Yeah, it was called Father of All, like that newest album that they did. It's,
No,
Not good.
no Swedish DJs,
Oh,
no
yeah,
Ghost
right.
Riders.
dude, if that's the way you're selling an album, you're not in for a good time. It's not great.
Yeah. That was them just announcing to everyone, we are washed up.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'd still go see him live though.
I still would.
Yeah, the
Heartbeat.
tour with Fall Out Boy, even though Fall Out Boy just play their new shit, I'd probably still go. All right, we got an easy winner. Slowly, 39 out of 50
Yoo-hoo.
beats. Idiot Proverbs by Tiny Little Houses, 36 out of 50.
Damn.
I think they were pretty even albums. This is like one of the this is a very good matchup, lads.
Great matchup.
Very good,
Thanks,
very
guys.
good choices in picking these two. Thanks for coming on. Hope you had a fun time.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
that's
having
awesome.
us out.
Thanks for having us.
Very much appreciate it. Everyone should go listen to Pressure, the latest single from Snark.
Yeah.
It is very sick. It's kind of like Slowly. I'd say it's a bit more upbeat, a bit more in your face, and I really like it. It's mad.
Hell yeah.
Next week on the show, we got Sebastian James and Rachel Whitford from pretty new Adelaide band, Halliday. They're coming on for Youth by Citizen
Woo!
and The Upsides by The Wonder Years. Another Wonder Years album on
Interesting.
the pod.
I've never listened to Citizen.
I've only listened to Jet, the first song on the album after the one we're doing.
Jet the band.
Yeah, Jet the band. Jet the
I've actually only listened to Jet.
Jet are the only band. I've been lying the entire podcast. Yeah, I've
All I
only
listen
listened to
to.
Jet's.
Why does
3.
Jet keep coming up on the pod? We need to
Yeah.
It gets a mention every hat.
I reckon we should get him on. That would be the
We should try
biggest
and
break. All 4 of them, or however many's in the band. Yeah, we should get Jet on. But yeah, Citizen and the Wonder Years. Should be pretty cool. We did the Wonder Years album that came out after this one. It was
Okay.
very pop punk, so I can only assume this is like the most pop punk record of all time.
Yeah.
Talking about your
Fun.
town, talking about lonely girlfriends.
Oh yeah.
So see what it is. But Citizen should be pretty cool. Should be pretty
yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's next week. Follow us on the socials at Record Royale. If you already do, you would have taken part in our Blink Battle Royale on the stories last week.
Maybe
we
we're
should
gonna
do
do next. You reckon?
Yeah, I was about to say, who are some bands with like a 8 album plus discography we could do?
Jet.
Jet, yeah.
Yeah, Jet.
We'll just do Jet.
God damn it.
It'd be Jet's album versus Get Born versus Shaka Rock. That's it.
That's it. That's the end.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, anyway, so get on the Instagram. You can buy a tote bag from recordroyale.com.au or just hit us up and we can sort you out. Pat, Stefan, thanks so much for coming on the show, boys. We really
Cheers,
appreciate
guys.
it.
See
Hope you
soon, hopefully.
can play a bunch of shows post-lockdown and play the new single.
Come
Should
to
be pretty
Newey.
fun. Yeah, come to Newcastle.
Yeah, come to Newey.
Come to
Yeah.
come to Canberra. Should be mad.
Hell yeah.
All right, see you fellas. Bye.
Yeah.